All praises to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and salutations to the hopefully elect, to the Akim out there on the highways and byways, making their bodies a living sacrifice. I want to say shalom to you brothers as well too. Continue to spread the good news across the four corners of the earth. All right? Shalom to you, sincere brothers. To the elect out there, shalom to you brothers as well. All right? Hey, to the Aquathers out there listening and learning, in silence, I want to say shalom to you as well. And we're going to get right into it, man. I ran across this video earlier, man. This little quick short earlier. And it was a short about this shepherd, who was calling his sheep, As you can see in the video, the shepherd was calling his sheep, and the sheep were coming towards the shepherd, man, and surrounded around the shepherd, man. All right. And it was such an amazing thing, man. I'm looking at the shepherd. I said, man, that's Yahweh Shai, man. All right. Yahweh Shai is that shepherd, man. All right. Which brought me to a precept in John chapter 10. All right, let's go there. This is John, and it's at the head, and it says, the parable of a good shepherd. All right. John chapter 10, verse 1 says, verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door of the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same is as a thief and a robber. Right? Hey, it said, hey, he that entered not by the door, man, of the sheepfold. Hey, the sheepfold is like pretty much like a sheep pen, where all the sheep, is pretty much gathered in, into like this pen. All right, and it's one door that's an entrance to this sheep pen. All right. And who's at that door, man? Hey, Yahweh Shai is at that door. Okay? Hey, that door, he controls who comes in and who comes out. And he knows, each sheep by his name. All right? He said, hey, I'm going to give you a visual of a sheepfold. Salakia. Let me give you this visual of a sheepfold. It's like a sheep pen. Yeah, it says, let me see, sheepfold, like a sheep pen, right? Let me go to the images and see if it'll pull up. Right here, right? So as you can see, the sheep pen, this is where the sheep, are gathered, into the sheep pen, Hey, and guess who built the wall, man? That shepherd, is built the wall. And a wall is made for what? Protection, man. All right? Protection for wolves, and any other prey that comes in, to attack, the sheep, pretty much. Okay, the shepherd built that sheep pen. Okay? This is why it says in John 10, hey, if any other man comes not through that door, man, it's only one door, there's only one entrance you can come. But guess what? The thief and the robber try to climb over the back. They try to climb over the sides of the sheep pen or the walls, right? And guess what? They come in posing as the sheep, but really they wolves, man. Ravening wolves that is described in Matthew. All right. It said, and those, some of them come, posing as sheep, man. All right. But it said, if anybody else come in, some other way, man. Let's get that again. It says, John chapter 10, verse 1, it says, verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door, into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber. Why? Because he's getting it, he's not getting it, the way, he's supposed to get it, man. All right? He's trying to gain entrance, he's trying to pray a diary, or like not a diary, but like a bride, all right? Trying to bribe his way in, you know. No, but you got to come in through that gate, man, through that straight, through that, and Yahweh Shai is at that door, man. Okay? And he knows he's sheep by the name, man. Let's finish reading. It says, but he that entered in by the door is the shepherd of the sheep, right? Hey, that's the shepherd of the sheep, man. And hey, Yahweh Shai is that shepherd. All right? It says, to him the porter openeth, right? And the sheep hear his voice, right? The sheep hear his voice, man. Right? This is how you know you got a good shepherd, man, because that sheep is going to respond, to that shepherd's voice. All right? And we liken that into this truth, man. When we heard this truth, all right, we got the history first, and then we're getting the mysteries. You see what I'm saying? And then we understand Yahweh Shai was through the history and through the mysteries, man. Yahweh Shai, we heard his voice, man. Right? So are we liking that? Hey, the door is our minds, man. Once we heard, we opened, the Lord opened up our minds to be able to receive this truth, man. Right? And we got to come in sincerely, man. Okay? We can't come in, with ill-gotten gain or some other way, man. All right? We got to come in through that door, man. Because guess what? Yahweh Shai is at that door, man. And if you come in any other way, you're considered as a thief and a robber, man. Verse 3, it says, to him the porter openeth, and the sheep hear his voice. It said, and he calleth his own sheep by name. You see that? All right? And leadeth them out. Hey, so he knows pretty much who comes in and who goes out, man. The Lord knows this. Why? Because he's sitting at the door as a watchman, man. He's the keeper of the flock. And his job is to tend to the flock, man. So he knows every blemish, every mark or whatever it is that's on them sheeps, man. That's his job is to prep the sheep, cut the sheep's hair. All right, cut the sheep's nails, whatever it is, If he see a sheep laying on his back, knowing that if a sheep lays on his back too long, then guess what? That sheep is liable to die, man. And we that sheep, man. All right? So if we not out here, producing work or following the shepherd, which is Yahweh Shai, guess what, man? We're liable to die. So what does the shepherd do? The shepherd goes over and turns that sheep over, man. Right? And that shit, he has to hold that sheep and turn that sheep over and hold that sheep for at least about 1 or 2 minutes, man. Until that blood starts to circulate back into that sheep's, back going through that sheep. All right? Then he can put that sheep down so he can start weighing. At first, that sheep is going to wobble until that blood starts to circulate all the way through. Okay? Just giving you a clear, vivid illustration through words on the job of that shepherd, man. All right? So he knows his own shit. He knows them sheeps by name, man. All right? Verse 4 says, and when he putteth forth his own sheep, he goeth before them, right? And the sheep follow him, right? So he starts to walk, and guess what? The sheep is going to follow him, man. Right? It says, for they know his voice, right? And so we knew the Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. We knew that voice, man. When we heard this truth, man, we understood. We understood that this is the way. What's that scripture where it say, this is the way, walk therein? Heard a voice saying, this is the way. Let me look that up. I think it's in Isaiah. walk therein. Uh, yep, that's it. Isaiah chapter 30. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 21. Salaki, let me go to it. All right. Right? It says, I'm going to get to the point. It says, Isaiah 30 and 21 says, and thine ears shall hear a word behind thee saying, what? Walk this way. All right? Walk ye in it. When ye turn to the right hand and when ye turn to the left. Right? And that's that shepherd, man. That shepherd is calling out to us, man. All right? And that shepherd is saying, no, walk this way, man. Don't go that way, man, because that way you liable what? To go into, Slocky, you liable to go, get caught up, and run into a wolf, man, somewhere. All right? You're gonna run into danger. So it's very important that sheep follow that shepherd's voice, man. Why? Because that shepherd is there to protect, those sheep. And we are those sheep, man. And let's prove that in Isaiah chapter 53. All right? Right? This is Isaiah chapter 53. It says, Isaiah chapter 53, verse 6 says, all we like sheep have gone astray, right? We have turned everyone to his own way, right? And that's what? Leaning on our own understanding, man. Us trying to what? Handle this shit on our own. We trying to figure out on our own, man, which leads us into danger, man. The Lord, the scriptures say lean not on our own understanding, man. And hey, listen, if you do, you're liable to run, into danger, man. All right? Hey, the number one prey of the sheep is a wolf, man. Okay? That's the top predator of those sheeps, man. All right? That's why the scriptures tell us, beware of the false prophets, or beware, they're gonna come, as a sheep, but guess what? Hey, they really on the inside, they ravening wolves, man. All right? Hey, we that sheep, man. And guess what? As it say, we went astray, man. All right? We went astray, trying to figure it out on our own. Okay? Let's go back to John chapter 10. All right? It's John chapter 10. Right? It says, verse 4, and when he putteth forth his own sheep, he goeth before them, and the sheep follow him. All right? For they know his voice, like we just pulled up, man. All right? In Isaiah chapter 30. We heard the Lord calling us, man. Okay? And guess what? The true elect, this is how you know the elect is predestined from the foundation of the earth, because guess what? We hear that voice, man. It's programmed in us already. When the Lord calls us, we're going to hear that voice, man. And he's going to say, walk this way. Walk into the light, man. Which is Yahweh Shai. Follow me. And Yahweh Shai said, I am the way, the truth, and the life, man. All right? No man enter into the Father except by me, man. All right? This is why he's at that door. As that shepherd, Yahweh Shai is at that door, man. Okay? So prayers don't get through to the Most High Power, and his name is Yahweh. Hey, not unless it goes through, certain angels and Yahweh Shai, man. All right? those angels are able, their job is to take those prayers up, to Yahweh Shai, and Yahweh Shai directly deals with Yahweh, man. All right? It says, verse 5, and a stranger will they not follow. Hey, those sheep, we're not going to follow, these other doctrines, man, or these other false prophets, man. Because we're going to be able to discern through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, we're going to be able to discern whether someone is telling us the truth or not, man. The Lord put that in our spirit. All right? He put that in our spirit to be able to what? Hear that, man. And discern between somebody that's bullshitting us around. All right? Or somebody that's telling us the truth. Why? Because he programmed that voice. He programmed that voice is already programmed in us, man. Okay? We not going to hear the voice of strangers, man. It says, verse 6, this parable spake Yahweh Shai unto them, but they understood not what things they were which he spake unto them. Right? Hey, they didn't understand those parables, man. Okay? Then said Yahweh Shai unto them again, verily, verily, I say unto you, I am the door of the sheep. You get that? Hey, Yahweh Shai is that shepherd, man. Right? He's responsible for opening that door and closing that door. He's responsible for who goes into that door and who goes out as that shepherd. It says, all that ever came before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not hear them. Hey, we didn't hear them, man. Okay? Why? Because everything goes through that shepherd, man. It says, I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved, and shall go in and out, and find pasture. Hey, we gonna eat, man. All right? That's what the sheep do in the pasture, man. He eats, and he gets nourished. Right? So, at the end of the day, hey, Yahweh Shai is that door, man. And you can't enter in no other way. That's the only way you be saved. And guess what? He that endured to the end, the same shall be saved. We gotta endure to the end and follow Yahweh Shai, man, until he come back. It says, the thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, and that they may have it more abundantly. Right? When the sheep is out there grazing in the pasture, he had a lot of green pasture to graze from, man. Okay? Hey, Yahweh Shai, he for life, man. But the robber is gonna come to steal, kill, and destroy, man. They coming another way, man. They creeping in over those walls, man. The other walls instead of coming through that door. Right? It says 11, I am the good shepherd. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. Right? That's so true, man. Hey, Yahweh Shai gave his life for us, man. When he died, man. He gave his life for us, man. In order for us to live. Okay? He was totally committed, and invested into his business. Because really, hey, having herds of sheep, that's a business, man. Okay? So he was totally invested, man, even to his life, man. Okay? Gave his life for us. It says, but he that is an hireling and not the shepherd, whose own the sheep are not. It's like whose own the sheep are not, seeth the wolf coming and leaveth the sheep and fleeth. You see that? And that's what a hireling would do, man. Why? Because he don't care about the flock. All right, he don't care about the the nourishment of the flock. He gonna see trouble coming, and he gonna flee. And that's what's gonna happen, man. With these leaders telling you the MOTB is not the RFID, you know, not the RFID chip. Once it come to the point where they found out that it is, guess what? These other leaders, they gonna flee, man. They're gonna flee. They ain't gonna be nowhere to be found, man. They got the money to skedaddle up out of here, man. Okay? Why? Because he's just a hireling, man. He's not totally invested into this truth, man. He is the one who crept in another way over those walls. He didn't come in through that door. He thought money would be able to save him, man, or his fame was gonna be able to sustain him. All right. But no, you gotta desire the sincere milk, man. You gotta go in through that door, man. Yahweh Shai. It said, but he that is an hireling and not the shepherd, whose own the sheep are not, seeth the wolf coming, and leaveth the sheep, and fleeth. And the wolf catches them and scatter the sheep. That's what a wolf gonna do. Right? A wolf's job is to devour a sheep, man. Okay? See, but a pastor or a shepherd, good shepherd's job is to be able to protect those sheep, man. And how are is he being protected? Hey, starting with the the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, they should giving us the 100% truth, man. They watching out for our souls, man. Okay? They are good shepherds. Why? Because they telling us the truth through prophecy, man. And they letting us know, look here, hey, this is what's coming. The MOTB, which is the RFID, World War III. Jacob's trouble is right here. The dollar is crashing. Okay? And they bringing out the 100% truth. Okay? So you can tell the difference from a hireling, and you can tell, from a hireling and somebody who's just who's totally invested, man. They are totally invested. And we hope to be the same. It says, verse 13, the hireling fleeth because he is an hireling, right? And careth not for the sheep. He don't care about the sheep. A hireling is somebody you just hire, and he's not invested into the business. He's not going to put his all into, protecting the flock. Because he's pretty much not invested. He's just a hireling. You just hired him to do a job. But he's not a part of the business like that. It says, I am the good shepherd and know my sheep and am known of mine. Hey, we know the Father, man. The Father know us. All right? It says, as the Father know me, even so know I the Father, and I lay down my life for the sheep. All right? And that's what he did. That's what Yahweh Shai did, man. He laid down his life for us, man. All right? He laid down his life for us, man. Had it not been for that, we'd be scattered, man. And at one point in the time in my life, we were scattered, man, until the Lord saw fit to bring us back together, man. It says, and other sheep I have, which are not of this fold, them also I must bring. And who's these other sheep, man? These other sheep is the Gentiles, man. Which really are Israelite foreigners that were scattered, man. All right? When the Lord took the wisdom about of us, man, when it was time for us to get judged, man. All right? And those curses, a lot of those curses was really up on us. We didn't have no shepherd, man. So we were scattered. How was we scattered? through the transatlantic slave trade, through these different kingdoms. All right? But mainly this transatlantic slave trade right now, man. We were the Israelites that were scattered, man. Right? And we wasn't of the fold. We didn't grow up into the customs of being a Jew or an Israelite. All right? So we wasn't of the fold physically. But spiritually, the Lord never took his eyesight off of us. That's why he's saying now, and other sheep I have, which are not of this fold, them also I must bring. That's us. And they shall hear my voice. And we hearing his voice right now. And we coming back to the Father. He calling us, and we coming back to him. It said, and there shall be one fold, right? And one shepherd. And the Lord is going to bring us back together, man. It says, therefore doeth my Father love me, because I lay my life. So like I lay down my life, that I might take it again. No man take it from me, but I lay it down of myself. I have the power to lay it down, and I have the power to take it again. This commandment have I received of my Father. Right? And that's the point, man. Hey, Yahweh Shai is that door. Yahweh Shai is that good shepherd. Okay? And he got the keys, man. He got the keys from death and life. All right? So with that, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh. It's like I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Kakadash, Abba Ball, Kwame Yashra.